Guys, this has happened when you are living in the remote area. Not slightly remote, but outskirts. You see that forest that I have showed you before. Actually, I'm out of that forest and went far, far away from this forest, and the forest actually there. Guys, a lot of mosquitoes are here, and I decided to just go for a walk alone because I've already checked the news, and news are not bad. They are catastrophic for me. Maybe in the global sense I'm too negative, but in my local sense, when I see that Russian troops are moving already in Dnipropetrovsk oblast, Dnipropetrovsk district, for me it's very, very sad. A lot of villages that are near the front line, and they are evacuating mandatory, and even those villages who are next to them, who has no mandatory evacuation, they are evacuated too. And the issue is that it is evacuation collapse.
So I went on TikTok to check what is going on ground by checking the video of volunteers that are doing evacuation.
Guys, if you think about this a sec in the silence, it will be extremely eye-opening, because the house in the evacuation happens because local government has a lack of financing. And when in the beginning of the war everyone were mass evacuating, the international attention, the media attention to the war were caused like big donations from the organization like USAID. You know, local NGOs and foreign NGOs were donating for refugees, and refugees were receiving like proper help. It was better in the beginning of the full-scale invasion. However, now abroad, experiencing the fatigue from the war, a fatigue from this informational flow, and I do understand this. We all experience economical difficulties, and I do understand this. And everyone has their own problems to solve, families to feed, and bills to pay. And unfortunately, Ukrainian have their own bills to pay too. And when your pension is less than $100 a month, where they will find additional foundation and additional money or savings to evacuate themselves, their belongings and their cattle, and maybe dogs and cats, and where they will go.
On this video you are seeing how independent volunteer organization from Dnipro is evacuating old lady from the village house and her grandchildren.
So the call to action to this video, I do not want to bother you much, but if you see that some families need help and they are from Dnipropetrovsk area, and they are actually from village, and Russian guided bombs, they destroyed everything they got. So if you have a possibility to help them, please help them. But first do your research and do due diligence, you know, the good word that I recently found out about. And yeah, because in the world of the internet, everything needs to be triple and double checked. Yeah, guys, we are coming back to the forest. Thanks God, I will see the people. Because if you are going blindly, do not know where, it's a bit scary. We have been used to live in the cities that we cannot endure loneliness, you know. Something needs to be like background noise. Either it's cars, either it's like human voices or something.
Here what I saw on open resource videos. People are carrying their animals, belongings, children, grandchildren and arrive to tents.
I have seen a lot of videos from the village from Dnipro region, and people who are refusing to evacuate, they are saying where we will go, who are waiting for us there. And even the famous vlogger, like from Dnipro, his name is Igor Lachen, he did the post that evacuation has cracked and it's collapsing because it's more than 2,000 people are waiting for housing and sleeping in their cars. And I don't know.
Of course, I can agree with anyone who said no one is obligated to provide fully equipped housing, but imagine being forced to leave your home right now with nowhere else to go.
Guys, just to summarize the situation, enemy is moving. They are already in some region of Dnipropetrovsk district in the villages. And people who are willing to evacuate, the quantity of these people is bigger and bigger, and the budget funds of local mayors' administrations are thinner and thinner because the absence of internal donations and absence of external donation, because some organizations like US Aid, as you remember this organization, it is now no longer existing. Yeah. So, and I don't know how American president didn't get it on Alaska that Putin actually needs all Ukraine, not only Donetsk and Lugansk regions. That is why they are moving on Dnipropetrovsk area. Yeah. So, unfortunately, organization of evacuation is worse than they thought, if I tell it lightly.
Volunteers are doing everything they can, evacuating people, distributing basic hygiene items and food, but they simply can't meet every need they see. And I don't personally know the volunteers featured in this video I'm sharing, but their online presence on TikTok seems genuine and consistent. I'll share links to these accounts so you can check for yourself and decide wherever they seem credible enough for you to follow or support with donations. Most of them use monobank jars, which you can verify. Unfortunately, most internally displaced people don't have a second homes outside of their region, and very few have relatives living in safe area. Some elderly people have no children who can help, especially given the current economic hardships. I deeply admire every Ukrainian who steps up to help IDPs unconditionally. Even sharing these videos make a difference, so thank you for each of you who is sharing and contributes, guys.
Actually, guys, thank you for bear with me and listen to the sad monologue till the very end. It has a therapy effect on me. Yes. And it was very important to tell you the truth and had a honest conversation just to let you know that things are bad, and I bet you know they are. A lot of they are not showing us in the media, and you can see it only in individual social media accounts of the some volunteers. And of course, they will not show you it outside of Ukraine, like in foreign media, maybe 1 minute or so. Yes, please, guys, pray for people affected by war. Please pray for my town Kamensk and for Dnipro region totally. And guys, pray for all displaced people that need a shelter. And God be with you, and let's appreciate everything that God have gave to us.